Oh, nice little cat. Tough one last night. Tough one. I don't want to start this video off on a downer, because the hotel was lovely, people were lovely, the owner was a really nice guy, breakfast was alright. And overall, Novi Sad is fine, I would say. It's just really busy, and I just hate busy places, especially on this trip. You feel like you get a lot more out of, you know, staying a bit further out in the countryside. So there we go. But no, I had a real bit of a tough time last night. Really bad bout of homesickness and whatever. You know, been by myself for the best part of 2.5 weeks now, and yeah, it just caught up to me a little bit. It just caught up to me. It is quite lonely staying in a hotel room by yourself every day. It's why I prefer camping, because, you know, even though you are by yourself, you know, you're on a campsite with other people, and, you know, there's other people around. There's something that is a little bit communal about camping, whereas when you get in a hotel, you just shut your door, and that's you done, innit? But never mind. It took me a little while to actually get on the bike this morning because of that. I was up at, well, I had breakfast at 7:30, got back to the room at about 8:15, packed in my bags, everything was just sat waiting for me by the door. I just couldn't bring myself to get up and get on the bike. The best thing I can liken it to is, you know, when you've got to go for a run, or, you know, people that do like the Catch 5k, or, you know, half marathons or marathons or whatever. You know you've got to go and do the run, so you know you've got to put your shoes on at some point, but you just sit and stare at your shoes because you don't want to do it. That's kind of how I felt today. I just don't really want to be on the bike. I don't really want to be on the bike today. But we have to be on the bike today because we've got to go to Bosnia. So, another border crossing, another country ticked off. Okay, I would like to present myself with the Dick of the Day award, because I just went to an ATM to get some Serbian whatevers, and I didn't understand the conversion. I just assumed it was the same as, I don't know, Hungary or somewhere else that has their own version of the schmeckel. And I accidentally withdrew 170 euros. So I've just had to ride back into Sarajevo. Not Sarajevo, sorry, back into Novi Sad to an exchange store and have a very, very difficult broken English conversation. And I've got back 150 euros, so I've got 20 euros of Serbian schmeckles. I'm hoping that towards the border is just like really nice roads. I feel like that might help my current mental state if we get some nice twisties. But past that, yeah, good stuff. I've been riding really, I can tell that I'm annoyed today because I'm riding quite aggressively. I'm just fed up of being sat in fucking traffic, and it's so hot when if you're not moving, you just get so hot. So I've been cutting and bobbing and weaving like I'm back in the UK basically, and it seems to be going alright. From what I can tell, that's how the locals ride here anyway. So across the Danube for one final time. Look at that. Big old river, the Danube, isn't it? Big old river. Oh, they're building another bridge. Oh, cool. Anyway, gonna put my jeans back on, crack on with some Ks. Like I said, about 6 hours of riding to do today, and that's not accounting for border crossing time, so we shall see what time we get to the campsite. Goodbye. So I'm currently being followed by the Serbian constabulary. We were like going into a town, and from the back they've got no markings on. It just looks like a normal white Skoda. It was going quite slow, and I thought, fuck it, I'll go around him. So I just literally dived around him, and as I went past I saw all the markings down the side, and I thought what I thought was a roof rack was the light bar. So I'm being a very, very good boy, and I'm sticking to the speed limit now. This river that is to my left, that is the border between Bosnia and Serbia. So it's just over there, that's the border. So we're like, I don't know, a couple of K away from the town of the border that we're going to go through. I need to stop and have some water and take my earplugs out and that sort of stuff as well, just because obviously, you know, you need to be able to hear what they're going to say, and they're going to tell me to take my helmet off anyway, they always do, so when I've got those earplugs in it just makes it a little bit more of a faff. So anyway, yeah, nearly into country number 14. Just the other side of those trees is the border. Hopefully there's a petrol station soon. I'd preferably like to fill up here than fill up in Bosnia. Don't know why, I just feel like, I don't know if the fuel quality is going to be better or what. I don't know what Bosnia is like. It might be alright. I mean, in theory I've got enough fuel to get me to Sarajevo. But again, it's kind of that thing, and it's just like, actually, once it starts getting to about half a tank, I like to just fill up anyway. Just calms the butterflies in the old belly. So anyway, well, the journey was all right. That little twisty section was really nice. Apart from, I filmed the ascent, but the descent was, I mean, it was fine. It was about 8% gradient downwards, but the road surface was so bad. I got to a corner, quite a tight little, probably an 80-degree left-hander. So obviously you're on the outside of the road already, trying to keep to the inside of the lane, and just the whole road just suddenly went off camber, and there was like a drop, a little bit more than kind of this, like a good sort of 3-4 inch drop off the side of the road. So yeah, that was a little bit hairy, but there we go. Anyway, there's loads of lorries, so I'm guessing we're in the right place. Okay, I will yeah, I'll catch you when I'm taking a little break. Hopefully find a fuel station here, and then we'll take the old headphones out and then, yeah, try and get down the border. Okay, well that bit was quite straightforward. Now it's just the Bosnian side. I think with the exception of the open borders through Europe. That was possibly the easiest border crossing I've ever done in my whole life. I don't think I've ever seen anyone give less of a shit than the guy on the Bosnian side. He literally, like, handed him over my passport. I've learnt now, when you're doing it, just hand over all your documents at once. Don't hand over your passport and then wait for them to ask for things. Just give them passport, driver's license, V5, straight away, bosh, there you go. That's all the stuff they need. But yeah, he like didn't even look at the V5, kind of looked at my driver's license. I was like, do you want me to take the helmet off? And he was like, nah, fine, go. Went up to the police checkpoint, and I looked at them, gave them a wave and a smile, and they just went, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So anyway, with that, welcome to country number 14, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I know how to say it now, I googled it. So there we are, good stuff, country number 14, we've got 246k until we get to our destination. It's a campsite just outside of Sarajevo. So I reckon the time at the moment is 11:30. So we do need to find a petrol station at some point. I'll put it on Kalimoto and it can take me to the closest one. And then after that, we'll find, hopefully they've got a few drinks and stuff at the petrol station because I'm quite thirsty. I've got water in my bag, but I'd rather pull over in a petrol station in the shade somewhere and kind of, you know, relax a little bit rather than on a lay-by with lorries and stuff going past. But yeah, anywho, let's get past these guys. That's one. Should we go for two? Yeah, let's go for two, fuck it. That's two. Good stuff. Alright, welcome to Bosnia, everyone. I'll catch you in a bit, I suppose. Catch you in a bit. Welcome to Bosnia, everyone. Just found like a little petrol station with some shade, so I'm gonna chill here for a second just to cool down a touch because it's pretty bloody warm. Yeah, so far Bosnia's really nice. The road surface is a lot better than in Serbia. My wasp stings. I'm feeling pretty gnarly today. Yeah, road surface is a lot better. There are some mountains that are like just behind there. I think that's the way to Sarajevo. So we're going to head that way. We've got like 200 and a bit K left. We've just filled up with fuel as well. So yeah, we're all sweet. We're going to go to a campsite tonight. God, that's really itchy. Well, I'll see how I feel. I'll ride for like another hour. If I still want to get a campsite, I'll get a campsite. And then if I don't, I'll just stay in a hotel. Because hotels in Bosnia are like 30 quid. And the benefit of staying in a hotel is they normally take card, whereas campsites normally prefer cash. And I don't have any Bosnian kuna, I think it is, or whatever, Bosnian schmeckles. I don't have any. So yeah, another benefit of staying in a hotel, and air conditioning and charging points and Wi-Fi and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so far, good day's ride. I'm kind of out of that little funk that I was in last night. I just like woke up this morning, just no motivation to do anything, really didn't want to get on the bike. And yeah, like a few hours of twisty roads and just, you know, put some music on. I mean, I think a lot of people say this about motorbikes, that when you ride, you can't think about anything else. You can only really concentrate on the ride. So it's really good for like kind of overthinkers and like slightly anxious people and stuff. So that's why I like it. But with doing what I'm doing here, obviously, does come a certain element of loneliness because you are by yourself for, well, 5 weeks, basically. I mean, I know I was in Norway, I saw my mate in Norway. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, that's better. I know I was with my mate in Norway, and then obviously I'm seeing my girlfriend in Croatia, but yeah, like there's a lot of time in between those, like 2 weeks by yourself. I think it just got to me a little bit, but that's alright, that's fine, doesn't matter. We're on the road now, feeling a lot better today, about to caffeinate myself, and yeah, I'll see you a little bit on. Okay, just stopped off, had a little bit of water, booked the hotel for the night. I know I said we were going to camp, but it's well, it's 30 degrees, but we're up in the mountains, so I reckon down in the town 33, 34. But my god, some of these roads have been unbelievable today. They really, really have. We've still got like 2 hours to go because I put Kalimoto on the twisty setting, which just took me to the absolute arse end of nowhere. I mean, that dirt track, rock, goat track thing you saw me going down, I had to turn around and come back because I was so hot, and it's just such a remote trail, and there's, oh yeah, I didn't even want to think about it. I went over like some few really big bouldery bits, and the thought of dropping the bike was enough to scare me and turn me around. But so now, apparently, according to Kalimoto, this is the fastest route without using motorways, which I didn't think was too bad. Wow, yeah, Bosnia, very, very high potential of being my favourite country so far. It's just beautiful, so beautiful. The hotel we've booked is on the north side of Sarajevo, so we're going to be coming into it. I don't really want to drive through the town, but then tomorrow we're going to try and do that gravel track to Locomir. But I'm going to have a little look online tonight to see what the trail is actually going to be like. 'Cause if it's anything like that one I just tried to go down, yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, wow, for God's sake. Yeah, if the trail's too heavy, then I won't do it. I'll just head down to Croatia. That's the plan tomorrow, though. Get into Croatia, try and get to Split, and try and get to those islands. What's today? Tuesday? So Wednesday we'll get to that island, and then we're going to stay there all of Thursday. Hey guys, we'll stay there all of Thursday, and then we'll leave on Friday. Oh, come on, pal. I don't want to sneak past that. Fuck it. I've got a new subscriber. I know exactly who that is as well. Hi, Abe. Yeah, so stay on that island for a day or two. I'll probably stay there for one full day. You know, we'll get there hopefully tomorrow evening if we haven't missed the ferry by then. And then, yeah, we'll just spend a whole day walking around, going for a swim. Yeah, just hanging out. But anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm not sure how much battery I've got left on this, or how much charge I've got left on this battery. And the batteries are buried right down at the back of the bag. So anyway, my parting words to anyone would be, if you're going to go somewhere in Europe to ride your motorbike, come to Bosnia. It really is something special. It really is. Oh my god. Well, hello boys and girls. Switch to the iPhone cam because the action cam's just over there charging. What did I do when I got to the hotel? Got to the hotel, not a great hotel, truth be told. Bit of a shit hotel, actually. Went into the old town of Sarajevo, which is really nice. Went to the copper market, like I wanted to go to, which was great. Got myself like a hand engraved copper coffee mug type thing, and then got myself a new bracelet as well. So yeah, overall good day. I mean, like, so far Bosnia has been unbelievable. Like, genuinely, what a great country. Tomorrow morning, plan is we're going to do the dirt road to Locomir, I think it's called. So we're going to do that, and then we're basically going to try and get kind of as far into Croatia as we can. If we can make it down to Split and get on that ferry to the island, then we will do. But if we don't, we'll just stay a little bit further outside of Split, and then we'll go to that island day after tomorrow. So yeah, either way, we're going to spend a day on the island, just chilling out, swimming, yeah, just cutting about, and then gradually I'd have to be in North Croatia by Sunday. So yeah, we're taking it pretty chill now. I mean, if I wanted to, I could be in Split in 3 hours if I went on the roads, but obviously I want to do this kind of like off-road gravelly section. So yeah, that's all from me tonight. I will catch you tomorrow morning when we're getting on the bike and heading south towards Croatia. See you in a bit.